everyone, it's Caroline, and this week I am asking the collective how N ESARA can be birthed, can be enacted when things are so upside down on our planet right now. So not only are so many people going through such intense and difficult things in so many parts of the world, but those who are here to anchor higher light into earth life and to follow their own ascension path, we're also feeling a bit upside down. So many people are feeling exhausted and dizzy, unable sometimes to recognize parts of their life that now feel to be maybe irrelevant, not in resonance with the vibration that they're now carrying. And it just strikes us as odd that this is happening just as this powerful solar light is coming in and transforming so much. And yes, I follow all the dross, all the old trauma has to rise to the surface in order to be healed or released and transmuted. Nothing surprising there. But then we wonder at our ability to rise to the many difficult moments happening now, and we doubt our ability to withstand the temptation to feel bad or feel nervous about what's happening on the planet. A lot of people are concerned that the banks or credit unions will fail, or that their health will fail, or that more medical mandates will be pushed on us and our children that are not of our choosing. So it's true what they say, the dark has gotten darker even as the light has gotten lighter. And this is, I know, similar to the question that I asked for last week's channeling, but with the difference that I'm asking, how does N ESARA fit into all of this? How does its path to enactment, how is that progressing in the light of all of this? So I'll ask the collective to come in now to answer this, and they will offer us real energetic support as well, as always. Well, greetings, dear ones. We do follow what you describe, and we wish to assure you that N ESARA could not occur in a business as usual environment on your planet. The reason the old power crowd, as you aptly named them, old as in defunct now, the reason they have launched all of these attacks, such as the extreme weather and fires, human trafficking, political upheaval, economic uncertainty, etc., is that they see N ESARA looming ever closer on the horizon, and that infuriates them beyond all reason. Hence their extreme response. Of course, they consign themselves to an even heavier list of crimes with every one of these efforts, to which they are already answering, many of them, in the courts of divine justice. Many of their leaders have already been taken off planet and detained to be tried in galactic and intergalactic courts of justice. And their human aspect has been replaced by clones or other technologies that mimic their physical appearance so that all appears as it was. And these ones long ago forgot that they are part of the light and made conscious decisions to separate their interests and intentions from that of the higher realms. They made conscious decision to withdraw their soul presence from the light and to placate those who have been using their consciousness as fuel by which to draw others into the same. They have indulged themselves in the very short-term gains of material power in exchange for loss of soul essence and individuated conscious. A very dark business. We do not elaborate on this, except to say that they are being allowed these last moments of free expression, not to hold Earth and her people in tension and upset, but to give these ones who have long run from the power and presence of the light a last chance to rejoin the presence and overwhelming love of she who is the life force of all you see around you, and to recover those lost parts of themselves, once given over to dark purposes, yet now standing in full view of that light, which some are choosing to rejoin. Yet this portal of light does not remain open indefinitely. They have been informed on a number of occasions by emissaries of the light forces and by Archangel Michael himself that if they do not return to the light by a particular moment on the current timeline, they will have lost their opportunity. Not because anyone wishes to close the door upon these ones, but because Earth's own vibration is fast rising to where they will no longer be a part of her daily life and experiential reality. And so universal law, which you refer to often as quantum physics, and its laws of vibration, also comes into this. Though the physical world is a hologram, the experiences of solar and planetary life are very real. And the shifts in consciousness created there are experienced at a soul level. What the spirit and consciousness experience in an earth life and in many other dimensions often holds great complexity. Yet you've all come forward at this time with open hearts, ready for transformation and transmutation in whatever forms they might come. You will know how close you are to NESARA, dear ones, in that not only will these intense and difficult events be occurring, but great breakthroughs in mass consciousness also occurring. You are aware that many have caught on to the orchestrated events that have occurred lately, that have meant destruction of whole towns and communities in different parts of the world. The idea that so many millions would be questioning the official narrative as to the cause of these events is astounding and would have been unheard of even a few years ago. The fact that so many children are coming in now remembering star languages, speaking easily with presences in nature, including crystals and rock minerals, understanding the life that is in food and water, speaking to family and to one another of the past lives that they've lived, and life in the higher realms. All of this is a miracle compared to what was once normal, third-dimensional life. Do not doubt that the spirit of NESARA is being birthed in these ones, and in all who choose to awaken now, and that their and your light is far more powerful than any outer event or situation. That path leads directly to NESARA's enactment, as fully as any actions taken by the light forces or any archangel. We borrow often from the Hopi Elder's prophecy that you are the ones you have been waiting for, and we say it now as well. And so we send much love. All is turning toward the light now. Namaste. So this is Caroline, everyone. Again, thank you so much to the collective. I feel we're in a harrowing position on this planet, yet you're right, not a doomed one. And you have confirmed a lot that I and others have also felt. So now I'm going to call in my wonderful friend Shirley, who, while on Earth, in this and I'm sure many other lives, was an astounding psychic, a wonderful energy worker who shared the power of numbers, sacred geometries, a higher vision math that is not mired in 3D restrictions. And so I'm going to ask her, though she's in spirit form now, that she has passed on out of this earth life. I'm calling her in to ask, do you see, Shirley, the barriers between humanity and NESARA being lifted now? Because I would love your particular outlook here. So I'll bring Shirley in now. Namaste, my sister, and all reading or hearing this. You are all my relatives. I'm thrilled to be here with you. Of course you're all impatient for NESARA. That's not surprising. I was too in my last turn on the earth. It's easy to doubt that it's happening or that the path can be created for that. But I'll share what I can, since not everything can be spoken of. You've probably heard the White Knights of the Ashtar Command saying that if they gave a date for NESARA's enactment, that would powerfully influence so much on the Earth timeline in ways that go against universal law, even universal love. So you have to have your freedom of creation, and so all of us honor that. But you're not so far off as you might think. Remember that it's your own light, your own inner decisions, your own vibration that determines so much. It's easy to think while you're in a human body that it's all down to what happens to you and around you. Really, nothing happens to you. It happens because of you and everyone on the planet now. But one beautiful thing is that there are more light bearers in places of influence now. Influence in the old sense, the old 3D sense of elected officials and those who work with them. And they're turning that wheel in ways that the old crowd think is inconsequential. So those movements are not opposed or destroyed. And this is only due to the light that all of you hold as you prepave the way to a new earth. These ones can only do what they do to assist humanity and Lady Gaia, because you are all holding enough light for those events to happen naturally and smoothly, without a hitch. Another thing happening that the collective already pointed out is that the masses are awakening to the old crowd's machinations and cleverness. So many now are seeing through the mass media news reports. So many are creating their own news reports on the scene and posting them in social media and video platforms. This is so empowering. All of us are thrilled to see this. It was breaking through a bit when I was on Earth last, but now, only 2 years later, it's moving forward in powerful ways. This movement will only gather momentum. If one platform is restricted or silenced, 10 others will pop up in its place. You have already decided that en masse. Another thing that's beautiful and very helpful is that ET involvement has stepped up and moved forward in ways that would not have occurred even 5 years ago. Ships are landing in so many more places and speaking with the locals there, inviting them aboard the ship and speaking to them about what's happening on the Earth now. Some have been invited, others have responded to calls made on a soul level by those who experienced the landings, and this very immediate form of contact. And full disclosure of the ET presence, yes, that's also unfolding. You can already see that with your own eyes, with these congressional hearings and similar events. And all of this because the old veils are dissolving so quickly you couldn't keep up if you tried. The old facade held in front of government and all its corporate arms and extensions, all of that is dissolving now. And yes, there is a lot of misinformation and disinformation on the internet, and you will need to check in with your guides and ask if something is true or not. Ask if it's right for your path. If you see things that you know are blatant lies put out there as groundbreaking anti-establishment, insider truth, no need to get riled or angry about it. Just let go. Don't feel the need to argue or deny what's being said that you know deep down is completely wrong. Just bless them, send them light, and move on. The old governing structure has many guises, many faces, by which to draw people in so that they think they're being these incredible rebels who are awake and aware, when in fact it's just another trap for human consciousness. Again, just send them light and move on with your day. Don't get caught up in the drama. They make their money that way, the people who put out these videos. They want to bring people's energies down. No need. Just keep your eye on the path and keep your eye on the prize. It's still there. You know, I used to channel many historical figures when I was still in an earth life, and I've spoken here with the soul who was Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in his last earth life. He's pointed out to me that while anger can spur someone on to create change, It's never a good idea to base your plans and purpose in reaction. There has to be a higher value, which really is higher love. And on that you base your path of action, especially if you desire great change in the world. I believe he did that, and his beautiful example still stands. I will say one last thing about NESARA for now, and that is that the more you feel love and thanks for NESARA, whether it just got announced or you're still looking forward to it, the more love and thanks, the more real it becomes. Remember, the sacred maths and geometries of this earth and this universe are with you always. And you know me, I have to say, activate. Activate your eternal 8, number 8 on its side, the symbol of infinite love and infinite co-creation. You're already there. Celebrate with us, my family. We send so much love. Thank you, my friends. That means a lot. And we'll have to speak again with Shirley. And until then, I send much love to everyone. NESARA now, and peace in the world now. Namaste.